What's up, insiders? Deuces Jack at VapingInsider.com. Today, we're going to be talking about the CCI, the Cloud Chasers Inc. Hive 28mm RTA. The big question is it the best 28mm RTA on the market right now? Make sure you watch the whole review. Find out exactly what I think. All right, let's check this bad boy out, man. Look at that massive, massive drip tip. That is a goon-style drip tip. Look at the wide bore on that thing, man. I just love this drip tip. I actually like the way it looks with the tank. I mean, it's just awesome looking. Check out this heat sink on top. That's kind of cool. You grab the heat sink, and that's basically your top cap, right? And the machining is just buttery. I mean buttery smooth. Nice big fill ports, a little bit of a recessed fill port right there. You can use any type of juice bottle. It'll work in this. Bullnose bottles, anything. Okay, you get a 6.5 ml capacity. You got this bubble Ultem right here, right? And it doesn't stop when you get here. You also got this whole part where the Hive part is in order to fill up and use for capacity. I mean, it's just fantastic. What a nicely done, nicely machined tank. Just beautiful. I'm digging that honeycomb look on top, and I love this heat sink part. I think it just looks fantastic. You can see there's some CCI branding on the inside on the barrel, and then there's some Hive branding there as well. A little surprised that this is the only tank section you get. You don't get a spare tank section. I understand it's Ultem and it's probably not going to break, but I would have liked to have seen a spare. They do have, because some people hate Ultem, they do have a matching resin tank section and drip tip that you can buy for like $20 on their site as an accessory and change the whole look. So that's kind of cool. I wanted to show you some of the mods that I've been using the Hive on. This thing has basically been living on my Squid Industries TAC 21. I think it looks just badass on it. I've also been using it on my CKS Thunder mod. I think it looks fantastic on there as well. I kind of like the way the gold picks up like the Ultem. I like the way that looks. It's just been vaping great on there as well. I wanted to show the Hive next to the QP Designs Juggernaut because they are similar looking tanks. When I first saw the Hive, I'm like, man, it almost looks like a Juggernaut, right? But make no mistake about it, this tank has much better flavor. And, you know, to be fair, it has bottom airflow. The Juggernaut has top airflow, which I don't think personally is conducive to great flavor. But I'm just showing them together because I'm telling you right now, if you're having a hard time deciding between the Juggernaut or the CCI Hive, I'm telling you right now, the winner in the flavor and clouds department is hands down the Hive. This one doesn't even compete. On the bottom here, we have bottom airflow. This thing has gobs and gobs of airflow. This is the big setting right here. And then if you turn it this way, that's the small setting. But it's still very airy, even on the small setting. No stoppers. It just keeps spinning. And that's a little bit of a con because when you go to access the deck, you don't want to grab it by this part because you're just going to keep spinning and nothing's going to happen. You want to grab it by this outer part right here in order to unscrew the deck, okay? So just be conscious of that. Don't grab this part because it'll just keep spinning. Grab that part, right? Right there, this edge right here. On the bottom, gold-plated 510, insulator ring around it, stainless steel threading around that. You can see some Hive RTA branding with CCI branding as well. It is serialized. I have number 14632. Now, like I said, grab it, unscrew it, just like that. Plenty of threads, and man, the threading is smooth as it gets. You want to pop the glass off, you just pop the glass off like that. There is your barrel section right there. You can see there is a really, really nice conical design. They did a bang-up job on the conical design on the interior of this barrel. It's just fantastic. Here is the deck. Look at those big deck screws. You got these beveled clamps over here. You can put some super wide builds in here. I've run wider. This is what I have in there right now. That's kind of how you want to run it. You want to get these coils as close to that airflow as you can possibly get. Right here is where you tuck your wicks, okay? And then this feeds into your wicking right there. Now, the wicking on this is not really tricky. I thought it would be. It's not. You don't want to jam it in there, but you don't want to make it too loose either. You want to be right in the middle. I mean, just a nice big build deck. You're not sharing lead space because you're putting your leads on either end of the screw. I do like that. Threading around here is absolutely smooth. I mean, just a really, really nice job. Look at all that airflow you're getting from underneath there. That airflow is just slamming into the bottom of your coil and just sucking out all that flavor. I mean, just a really, really nice job. Very, very well machined. Very, very impressed by this deck section. You also get this spare parts bag with spare O-rings, spare deck screws, and spare clamps. And you get this nice wide bore black drip tip. Let's get into those cons and pros. First con's going to be, I know there are people out there that don't like that Ultem look, and that's going to be a con for you. But the good news is CCI has like a $20 resin kit. You get a tank section and a matching drip tip, and you can pick all these wacky resin colors and change the look of your hive. So for an extra 20 bucks, you can rock a different look, so that's kind of cool. Other con's going to be, it is kind of tall for a tank, and a lot of people aren't going to like that as well. And the last con's going to be, and I'm surprised that these guys needs a spare glass in that kit, especially at this price point. I got to chalk up a con to that. Let's move on to the pros, because there are a ton of pros. First pro's going to be, man, that machining. It is awesome. Second to none. Great job, CCI. Next pro is going to be 6.8 ml capacity, almost 7 mils. Awesome job. I like that. I like big tanks with big capacities. It's got a huge build deck. You can get some monster coils in there. That's a pro. It's easy to build and wick. Chalk up another pro, baby. You airflow hogs are gonna love this one. This thing's got some massive airflow to it. This one's a cloud chucker, but it's got pretty good flavor. But make no mistake about it, it's a cloud chucker first. Check it out. I got a 0.15 build in here right now, rocking it out at 125 watts. Let me show you what it does. Nice, fully saturated, really airy. Just a beastly tank. You saw it down low, man. I like that heat sink top cap they did. It's kind of neat. Keeps things cool. I'm giving them a pro for that. It's got those beveled clamps. That's a nice job. Pro. You get 2 drip tips in the package. That's always a pro. Price point on this thing, 69 bucks, and I'll tell you what, for the quality that you get, I think it's a more than fair price point. It also comes in a bunch of colors, which is another pro. I gotta tell you, man, I've been wanting to review the Hive for some time now. I've seen it on a lot of the forums, people swearing by it, saying they love the flavor. So when I saw the booth at NVE, I had to go up and approach those guys. And I kind of owe them an apology because I wanted to put their mods in the best mods of NVE, but they kind of got lost in the shuffle and editing, and I do apologize for that. But I want to give you a behind-the-scenes look on how cool those guys really are and how I came about getting the Hive for review. Because after I spoke with them on camera, they just handed me one, and they're like, here, Jack, if you want to, review it. And I think that's kind of cool of them. But let's cut to NVE. Let me show you what happened at the booth and some of their custom mods. I'm at the Cloud Chaser booth, and I got Trey here, and he's going to go over some of these awesome custom mods that just blown me away, man. Trey, take it away.
First off, we got regular Speedy Built box mods. First off, all props goes to him, man. He does a great job with everybody's mods. If something ever messes up, which it hardly ever does, start off by saying lifetime warranty on all of them. Feels great in your hand. Pretty much everybody that works with us reps Speedy Built, man. They're great. He can get custom engraving on it, anything you want, from pictures of your baby to something random you find on Google. We got regular 1800s with just a 250 in it.
Okay.
We also have 4S 1800s with a 250C, goes up to 400 watts, And then we got the big guy. Yeah, we got the big guy. I'm repping the big guy here. 2800 4S LiPo. All of them are LiPos. 250C chip. Man, they go up to 400 watts. Really, anything you want, you can build from a .08 to a 0.35 or higher. So
the big boy's got the 250C, right?
Right. Correct.
Yeah, nice.
Correct.
I mean, this
And-
thing, you would think as how big this is that it feels, awkward and heavy. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's got that smooth contour.
Man, the curve of it.
Yeah.
It's all the curve, to be honest with you, man. We all love it. We all use them. We live by them. And that's what we try to push to our customers, man. We all say it's the best because, in our opinion, it's the best you can get. There is no other way, especially with the warranty and everything you're getting with it. Can't get no better.
How long have you guys been doing this, Trey?
We have shops in Mobile, so we've had our longest shop's probably about 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been with this guy since we opened. He's been great.
Wow.
He makes other stuff. He makes tip tank combos. He makes just tips. He does all kind of stuff
Right.
for the industry, man. He's a real firm believer in vaping, and he
Awesome.
lives by it.
And
so.
you can tell by the work, the quality
Right,
work
right.
that he puts out.
He lives by his work, man. He's super nice guy, down to earth, man. And he comes to every show with us. He's right over there actually. So
He's camera shy?
yeah, he's camera shy. He's the rest of them are too, man. I'll talk to anybody, so I like it.
That's all right. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I appreciate you
Yeah,
spending
man.
some time with me,
We
man.
appreciate you,
I
man.
really do. I tell you what, man, this wolf mod just caught my eye as I
Yeah.
was walking by. I love wolves. And this thing just caught my eye, and I was like, that's fantastic. And then when I walked by the booth, I saw you guys make the Hive as well, and that's like a legendary RTA, man. Everybody's been talking about that RTA.
Yeah, it comes in 3 different sizes: 25 millimeter, 28 millimeter, and 40 millimeter. They love them, man. We've sold thousands and thousands. Everybody loves them, and hopefully it just keeps going strong for us, man. We're trying to be the leaders of the vape industry. So
It looks like you guys are well on your way. It really does. Trey, I want to thank you very much.
All right, insiders. So is this the best 28 millimeter RTA on the market right now? I'll tell you what, man. It is the best 28 millimeter RTA on the market right now. I absolutely love it. I love the flavor and the clouds. I'm really encouraged by the fact that they have a 25 millimeter version and a 40 millimeter version. I would love to try those out and review them on this channel as well. Make sure you hit one of the thumbnails here and check out some of our other reviews. That's it, folks. That's all we got for you today. You keep living that vape life. We're out of here. Deuces.